All right, got it. Okay. I will share my screen now. Here we go. All righty. And we will start. So I'm going to be doing 6 lessons with you. We're going to do today, not that. We're going to do 3 today. Uh-oh. Start from, okay. So we're going to do 3 today. Each of them are going to be about different topics that we're going to do. And they could be a range of things. All of them are sort of geared towards 4th grade, towards the grade you're in, and it should be fun. Are you ready for the first one? Okay, so this is lessons 1 through 3. So my name is Emily Powers. This course is Language of Methods and Strategies, otherwise known as EDU 381. This is stuff that I just need to say for the assignment, but
okay.
Assignment title is week 7, skill applications, and this is lessons 1 through 3. And then these are kind of the lessons that we're going to go over: academic language, building, readers, theaters, and the places you'll go. Those are the lessons that we'll be doing today, and it is October 12th, 2022. Okay, so the first lesson that we are going to be doing is academic vocabulary building. So for this one, we are going to be using EPIC. Have you used EPIC before?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Can you access EPIC on your computer?
I don't know. This is an iPad.
Oh, okay. So I'll pull up EPIC and then you can choose a book when it's time.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you ever, so these are some sort of like questions that I'm going to ask you before we start our lesson. So, have you ever picked out vocabulary words that when you read?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, what kind of words interest you that you pick out? Do they have a topic that they go around, or are there any words that like stick out to you when you read?
Like ones that I might not know.
Because you're kind of.
And some how do I explain this? Like the bolded ones, kind of like the ones from the glossary that I.
Exactly. So kind of words we don't know sometimes, words that might stick out to you because they're a different font and they have a different meaning. So we're going to be picking out vocabulary words that you might not understand while we read today. So I'm going to escape this. Uh-oh. There we go. And I'm going to do this. We're going to go to EPIC to pick a book. It always does this. We're going to pick a shorter story so we can focus on picking out the vocabulary. If it'll let me access it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hit my account. All right, so it's logged into me. I'm going to go to explore. All right, we're going to pick a book. Do you know what reading lexile you are by chance?
No.
No? Okay, we'll just pick a random book. Is there any ones that interest you?
I like fiction.
Fiction? Okay. Let me know if you see anything you might like. I don't think we're getting into fiction so much anymore. How about we do the American colonization?
Okay.
You want to do a different one? Here, we'll do this one. Fiction. Maybe they'll give me a better. I'm not seeing many good fiction books. How about Terror in the Underground?
Okay.
Let's see what that one's about. I don't think this is fiction though. Let's do the Johnson Flood. Maybe that'll be a good one. So we're just gonna read until we find something that a word that you might not know. All right, you want to read for me? Here we go. Can you see it?
No.
Oh, you can't see it? Oh, do you know why?
Why?
Because I have to do stop share. Go back. Oh, because you can't see. You couldn't see the books I was looking at. I thought you could see them. Okay, here we go.
Can I start?
Yep, you can start.
Sarah Beth pressed her face against the window and squinted. I can't see the barn, Mama. Mama peered out the pane of glass and shrugged. It's no use looking. The rain's too heavy. Sarah Beth wiped the glass and tried again. If only I could run to the barn and gather eggs. I don't mind getting wet. Heavens no, said Mama. It's raining so hard now that you'd be soaked through and through. Besides, you can't fool me. You're thinking that your baby chicks need saving. Sarah Beth remembered the last time the rains had pelted them relentlessly. Her baby chicks had drowned not 10 feet inside the barn. Tears gathered in her eyes. Her heart pounded as she remembered finding the chicks lying lifeless in a pool of muddy water. If only I'd been brave enough to go into the barn that day, Mama, Sarah Beth said. I could have saved them. Nonsense, said Mama. We can't be living off of if only, and you didn't cause the rain, did you? Sarah Beth rubbed the glass pane harder. She rubbed it as if she was trying to rub away her heartache. If you had gone into the barn, Mama continued, you would have been floating in water. Mama blessed herself with the sign of the cross. Losing chicks is one, but losing you?
Okay, so is there a word in here that kind of stumbled you or it stood out to you?
Relentlessly up there.
Relentlessly. Okay. So now that we have a word picked out, we are going to go back to our presentation. All right, go back. Okay. Can you see my thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, so we chose one word that stood out to us and it was relentlessly, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we are going to did your mom have printouts?
Yeah, she has
Okay.
them right.
So do you have a sheet that looks like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a pencil?
Well, it's not very sharpened.
Can you write
But it still works a little.
Okay, we can do that. That's fine. We're just gonna go through this together.
Okay.
So our word is what?
Relentlessly.
Okay, so the scenario that the word is used in the book. Let's take a look at that. Oh. Let's go back to our book. And let's read the sentence that the word is used in. So Sarah Beth remembered the last time the rain had pelted them relentlessly. So given our circumstances within our sentence, what do you think that relentlessly means?
Like maybe pelted them hardly.
Mm-hmm.
Or on and on. Like it went on and on.
Right. So we know that she remembers the last time it had pelted them. So you said it did it hardly, like a lot, because it talks about because what other word is used in the sentence that kind of makes you think that it's hard?
Pelted,
Pelted, because what does pelted mean?
like,
Kind of the
like,
same thing, right?
yeah, I know it, but
Yeah.
like when you throw a lot of things, or like it comes down on you hardly.
Yes.
Like-
So like pelted is kind of means the same thing as relentlessly. So it came down with so much force, right? So based on the clues that we had within our sentence, we know that relentlessly means with force, and that means without without a care in the world, right? Like it just went. So that's kind of what relentlessly means. So now that we used our clues within our sentence to figure out what the word means, so you explained your explanation of the word, which was what?
Relentlessly.
Yep. So what did you say relentlessly meant?
Like it came down hardly on you.
Mm-hmm. Can you see the worksheet right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some synonyms? Now that we know what the word means, what are some synonyms that mean relentlessly?
Pelted.
Yep, there you go. Exactly. So relentlessly means in a harsh way, right? So kind of like pelted, they kind of mean the same thing. So what are some antonyms that are similar to relentlessly? Because some antonyms means opposite meanings of the word.
Um Softly.
Softly, yeah, or like unintentionally
Yeah.
means like just slightly, we can also say. Yep, so words like that. So now I want you to draw a picture. I guess you can't really because it's not really a noun. It's more of a descriptive word. So you now tell me what you know about the word relentlessly. After we did our research, after we picked out synonyms and antonyms for the word.
That it means like it comes down like harshly and not like lightly.
And intense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So now you have a little bit more of like more vocabulary, right? You learned a new word.
Yeah.
Can you use relentlessly in a sentence?
The rain came down relentlessly.
Yes, very good. It's actually raining here now. You hear it?
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, it's kind of going. That's kind of funny that you picked that word. Awesome. So now we will move on to our next lesson, which is,
Should I write anything down?
nope, you don't need to unless you want to write down the word we chose. So, because we kind of spoke about them. So our next word or our next lesson, so I'll just state this again. I don't know if I need to, but my name is Emily Powers. This is for Language Methods and Strategies, EDUC 381. This assignment is week 7, skill application, lesson 2. And this lesson is about Reader's Theater. And it is October 12th, 2022. So we'll go down to our next slide. Do you know what a Reader's Theater is?
I thought we did it last year.
Okay. What do you remember about Reader's Theaters?
I don't know. I just remember did we do readers theaters last year?
Could have. I think you might have.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
No.
Okay, so basically do you remember getting a script with you and a bunch of other kids and you got assigned parts?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever do that in school?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so basically all of you and your friends got assigned a little packet and it
Mhm.
had a bunch of different names on it and your name or your role might have been highlighted and you basically go back and forth reading off the script as if you're in a play.
Yeah, we did that.
Yep, that's a reader's theater. So have you ever done one before?
Yeah, we did one in 3rd grade and in 2nd grade.
Do you remember the names of them or do you remember what they were about?
One of them was about these animals. Okay, the one in 3rd grade was about like these animals, and it was about this animal that was really cocky about his tail or something,
Okay.
and then his tail turned like really, because he was being so cocky, his tail turned like, because they were trying to make something, I don't know. It was something about his tail turning like bad because he was so cocky.
Mm-hmm.
And the other animals didn't like it.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember any like do you remember anything specifically about these readers theater that you saw while you were reading? Or do you remember like how you read them? Did you read them a certain way?
Um, we sometimes we do it. We'd mostly do it with our whole class. Like we take turns
Mhm.
going around when it was our part.
Gotcha. Do you speak like this when you read?
No, he speaks louder than that.
Louder and like with what? What did you do when you saw like explanation points and
We like did the characters like what they. We did like what the character.
like their emotions?
Well, they were, yeah, emotions. Yeah.
Mhm. Like you spoke as if you were the character?
Yeah.
Very good. Yep. That's kind of what you do in a reader's theater. So basically, reader's theater assists students with developing their oral language skills. So, like their speaking skills. And like it helps you become a better reader out loud in front of a group. So, the different skills that readers theaters enhance is accuracy. Accuracy is making sure that you say all the words correctly, and you can do that through rehearsing your readers theaters a lot. The first time you might do a readers theater, it might not be perfect, but with like repetition and making like rehearsing it with your classmates, the words begin to flow more because you're aware of what is being said. So another thing that is improved with practicing reader's theater is rate. So that is making sure you don't speak too quickly or too slowly, making sure that your expression is if you are speaking as the character and it's like conversationally instead of like scripted. Another skill that readers theaters enhance is avoiding choppy reading and like paying attention to punctuation. Like we said, when you approach like an explanation point at the end of a sentence, what does your voice do?
Like it goes up,
Mhm.
or it might go down.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly up.
Mostly up, yeah, because like you're giving more expression and maybe like the character is really happy, so you're going to portray yourself as really happy, and that is also called expression, which is another skill that readers theaters enhance, and that lets your voice show of the character and the narrator's personality with those emotions. So you might not be like the character, so like let's say this is an evil rat is a character, right? Nora, you are not like an evil rat. So you're going to portray your voice and make it sound like you are an evil rat to portray the character's personality with expression, right?
Yeah.
And then another skill that readers theaters have is bracketed prompts. So like it gives you don't read these prompts. It just shows you as the reader how to act as you read. So let's say such as the word sadly and excited, you don't say those words as you read, but that's how you like perform like your body language or the way you say things. And another one is italics. They're frequently used to show like what to emphasize. So kind of like explanation points, but like these are specific words that italicized to show those expressions within those words. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So since you've done a reader's theater, I won't show you the video since you've done a couple of them. It shows two students going back and forth like reading, but I think you got that. All right, so now we will do a reader's theater with you and me. So can you see the,
I
think you have one too. Okay. So I will use the one on my computer and you have your printout. So I'm trying to think of how to do this. I will be, how about we go every other, okay?
Okay.
Like I'll be narrator 1, you're narrator 2, narrator 3, narrator, so we go every other.
So like you're narrator 1 and you're narrator 3?
Yep. And you're 2 and 4. And I'll be stepsister 1 and you're stepsister 2. And stepmother, you'll be Cinderella. Does that make sense? So then you're the prince. Okay. So starting with me, once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Cinderella. She had 2 wicked stepsisters who, I think that's me again. Wicked stepsisters? Really? What a lie. Cinderella was the one who was wicked.
And saying Cinderella was beautiful isn't even fair. She got a magical makeover from a fairy godmother.
If you want to know the true story of Cinderella, then listen up.
Because this is what really happened. It was the day of the prince's grand ball, and Cinderella was eating breakfast with her kind stepmother and her 2 lovely stepsisters, Anastasia and Drusilla.
Cinderella, dear, would you please pass me the tea?
No, I might chip a nail.
Cinderella, would you help me clean Oliver and Orville's cage this morning?
Are you kidding me, Anastasia? I'm not touching guinea pig poo. You know I can't stand your oversized rodent fluff balls. Cinderella, I have to lead the pumpkin patch before I get ready for the prince's ball. Would you mind lending a hand after lunch? No can do, Drusilla. The pumpkins clash with my outfit.
Are you narrator? Oh, that's 3. I'll be narrator 3. No matter how nice Cinderella's stepmothers and stepsisters tried to be, no matter how responsible or reasonable their requests, Cinderella only cared about one thing.
Herself. I haven't been shopping for like almost 24 hours. I don't have anything to wear to the ball.
Now, sweetie, it can't be like that bad. How about your white dress with the silver sequins?
I wore that to Ariel's birthday party 3 years ago.
Then what about the pink gown with ruffles and lace?
Are you serious? Ruffles and lace are so totally last week. Don't you have any fashion sense?
Well,
Zap,
zizzle,
poof.
You want to be re-narrator 4?
There was a flash of light.
A crackle of noise.
A billowing burst of gray smoke.
A short white-haired woman in a sparkly purple pantsuit appeared in the middle of the dining room table. I think me. That's
no,
me.
Yeah, you.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. What do you need me to do? Who in the
world are you?
Cinderella's fairy godmother, of course. Don't you recognize my wand?
Who cares about your wand? You ruined my breakfast. Is it narrator 4 steps?
It's narrator 4.
Okay. The fairy godmother looked down. Sure enough, the pointy toe of the one shoe had stabbed through Cinderella's buttered toast.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. My zap zizzle poof makes it hard for me to see what I'm doing, where I'm landing. Cinderella rolled her eyes and snatched a piece of toast from Anastasia's plate.
Whatever. Just don't let it happen again. Now get to work. I need a dress.
Whoosh.
Whoosh. The fairy godmother waved her wand. A piece of the sky came down. It wove itself around Cinderella and formed a high-waisted, pale blue gown. Do you expect me to go barefoot? Whoosh.
Whoosh. Two thin streams of water flew from fountain in the courtyard. Crystal clear glass slippers suddenly sparkled like diamonds on Cinderella's dainty feet.
Now, how am I going to get to the ball? I can't walk in these things.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. All of this stuff is for you.
Surprise! Ching!
Poof.
Within a few magical minutes, Cinderella was ready for the grand ball. However, her stepsisters and stepmother weren't too happy about some of the fairy godmother's decisions. That was my best pumpkin for the county fair, and you turned it into a coach.
My guinea pigs, they fainted. Fuzzy horses. I don't know where the oval-headed coach driver with the white helmet came from, but has anybody seen a hard-boiled egg? Cinderella has nothing left to do. She spent the rest of her day lounging around in the house where her stepsisters scrubbed the guinea pigs' cages, pulled weeds in the pumpkin patch, and did dozens of other chores.
That evening, Cinderella climbed into her pumpkin coach. She didn't bother offering her exhausted stepsisters a ride.
But zap, zizzle,
Fizzle, poof.
Just as the coach was about to pull away from the house, Cinderella's fairy godmother appeared like a rabbit from a magician's hat. Oh, Cinderella, dearie, sorry to bother you, but I nearly forgot the magical makeover ends at midnight. Be sure to leave the ball before the clock strikes 12. Guinea pigs get kind of moody after being turned into horses.
Duh, I know horses can't tell time. I'm not like stupid, you know.
And with that, the coach rattled away, dust blowing up from the road as the guinea horses pounded towards the palace. As the coach faded from sight, the fairy godmother shook her head and appeared a puff of smoke. Cinderella's stepmother turned to Anastasia and Drusilla. Could you girls keep an eye on Cinderella at the ball? I'm sure she paid attention to the spell ends at midnight thing. Sure, Mom.
We can help.
Oh.
And Cinderella's stepsisters began the long, dusty trek to the prince's palace.
Oh, is that me? Of course you know all about the grand ball. As soon as Cinderella arrived, the prince had smitten and asked her to dance.
They danced together all night long.
Cinderella lost track of time. Blah, 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 blah. Bong.
Bong.
Cinderella, it's almost midnight. Bong.
Bong.
Alrighty, so we're gonna stop it at that. All right, so what did you like about the Reader's Theater?
I just like doing the. I like saying the stepsisters because they were always like so bored and like fed up with Cinderella's like bossiness and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Would you see yourself doing this Reader Theaters with your siblings?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you do it with May?
Yes. I'll do that.
Do it. Yeah. I'll bet she'll have fun with it too. And maybe your dad and mom can join in too as characters.
Yeah, because there's a lot.
There's a lot, and it could be kind of fun with different like characters' personalities and things like that.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the different expressions and things like that you got?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like how it said on, let me get to the first one. Like for Cinderella, it said like she was disgusted, and then they were like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, and I liked acting that out.
Mm-hmm. So Reader's Theaters are kind of fun, and they kind of helped you with your speaking skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
It you could see how rehearsing could help, huh? Because that was
Oh
the
yeah.
first time we read it. I was like, what does that say? Alrighty, well, now we'll start our third lesson. I'm glad you like the Reader's Theater. I'm glad you'll get to read it with your siblings and parents too.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sam will be able to, or
No, he can watch in like on a
Mhm.
chair or something.
Maybe Tess can watch too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll start our third one. I think you'll like this one as well. This is called Oh, the Places You'll Go. Have you read that book by Dr. Seuss?
Yeah. I think I have it, but I don't know.
Okay, that's fine because I also have a copy here. Um, what is a place that you would like to go someday?
Mm,
Could be any place near or far.
I want to go to Australia.
Australia. I like it. In a different country, right?
Yeah, my mom went to there for like a field camp thing when she was like 13 or 12 or something like that.
Is that why you want to go there?
Yeah, and she said it was really fun, but she got a little homesick.
Yeah, I bet. Because I bet she was there for a while since she had to travel.
Yeah.
So you want to go there because your mom went there and she said it was a lot of fun?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been out of the country?
No,
No?
I've only been to like 5 states.
Well, you have plenty of time.
True.
Alrighty, so we are going to um listen to Oh, the Places You'll Go. I know
I
you've
love this.
read this book before, but we'll
Love
read
it.
it again for our memory. Alrighty. I hope you can hear it. Oh, an ad.
Wait! Did you download Grammarly?
Alrighty. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. What if I should just Oh, the Places You'll Go. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Let it go. You have brains on your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're off on your own and you know where to grow, and you are the guy. You'll decide where to go. You look up and down streets, look at them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of fear, you're so smart, you go down not away, not a not so good street, and you may not find any. You'll want to go down in case, of course, you head straight out of town. What do you notice about the pictures?
He's they're like
Oh, there's little guys in the streets, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. It's opener there, and in the wide open air, out there things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. It's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers. You'll soar to high heights. You won't lag behind. You'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly, it's true that bangs ups and hangs ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly prue, and your gang will fly out and you'll left in a lurk.
I feel like Dr. Seuss is so like it's tongue twistering.
It is. That's why I'm like, oh. He has a lot of hidden messages in his books too.
Mhm.
He'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant burp, and the chances are then you'll be in a slurp. And when you're in a slurp, you're not in for much fun. Unslurping yourself is not easily done. There's a lot of words that are like you don't see every day.
Yeah.
You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. That's not a word, but a place you could sprain both your elbow and shin. But do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simply, it's not. I'm afraid you will find for a mind maker upper and make it up in his mind. My brain's working faster than my mouth is. I need to work on my oral language skills. I like to pause it though because the book reads faster than me. You can get so confused that you'll start in a race down long wiggled roads at a break-necking pace and grind on for miles across weirdest wild space, headed, I fear, towards a most useless place, a waiting place. Oh. Of people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or a mail to come, and a rain to go, or a phone to ring, or a snow to snow, or a waiting around, or a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting for a fish to bite, or waiting for a wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for a Friday night, or waiting perhaps for Uncle Jake, or pot or boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. That's a tongue twister.
Yes.
No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all the waiting and staying. You'll find a bright place where boom hands are playing with banger flip flapping. Once more you'll ride high, ready for another under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There'll be fun to be done. There'll be points to be scored. There'll be games to be won and magical things you can do with the ball. You can make the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous of famous can be with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you'll play against you, like playing against yourself. All alone whenever you like it or not, alone with something with quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right in front of your pants. There are some down the road between Hitcher and Yawn, and that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go through the weather be foul, on you will go through the enemy's prowl, on you will go through the Hackens Krakens howl, onward with mending the frightening creak, through your arms may get score and your sneakers may leak. Get mixed up, of course, and you already know you'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure that when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. You just never forget to be dexterous and deft and never mix up your right foot with your left. All right, we're going to. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.5% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, with your name, Backstromison, Bisky, or Bray, or Mardesky, Ali, Van Allen, or Shay. Oh, it went over. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountains are waiting, so go on your way. I like that book. Alrighty, we're going to new share my PowerPoint. All right, so now you're going to draw the places that you want to go. So you're going to draw you doing something in Australia.
Oh, okay.
You can just draw it with your pencil if you want.
On like a piece of paper like
Yep,
this.
you can do it on the back. Yep, any piece of paper you want. This is called a learning passport, and you can use this in like a portfolio where you think about, maybe I want to go to Iowa City today and watch the Iowa Hawkeyes. So you can do that, and then you can say, I'm going to add Iowa City in my learning passport because I know I want to go there, and I can add it as another destination that I choose to go. And then as you think of all of these destinations, you can, you have a whole big stack of all the places that you want to go. Because let me tell you, they're endless. There's always a place you'll want to go.
What if you have visited the whole entire continent?
Well, I'd like to meet a person who's done that because I need some guidance on how to make that done myself. What do you know about Australia?
Well, that it has a lot of like animals in that. It has like the outback.
Kangaroos. I've met someone who lives in Australia. She said kangaroos are like our deer.
And then deer is like their kangaroo.
Yep. I hope you go to Australia. I want to see pictures.
Want to.
Maybe someday.
Yeah,
Anything's possible.
true.
I want to go to Hawaii.
Oh, I do too. I want to go to a lot of places.
You will. Trust me.
I am not good at drawing.
It's okay. It could just be a rough draft and you can add details and colors later.
Yeah.
Or you can research also, you can research Australia and add little characteristics that you see throughout your research and add them into your picture. I like the weather in Australia.
Yeah.
It's a lot warmer than it is here. What do you have so far?
Me like petting a llama and a
Oh,
pig.
that's adorable. I love it. Make sure to put Australia on the top.
Oh yeah. Like I'm
So
gonna
you know
do.
like what places you've done. Because we could pet pigs in Iowa.
True.
True.
That's like the only thing I know how to draw, so.
That works. I bet there's pigs in Australia. You draw a kangaroo.
Oh, I'll try. Don't know how to spell.
Alrighty. Did you like this lesson?
Yes.
I'm glad you liked it. I liked teaching you this lesson, or these 3 lessons.
I
They went very well, I think.
like the Reader's Theaters the best.
Yeah, the Reader's Theater is the best. I know you had fun with that, didn't you? Yeah. I could tell. I'm excited to hear you do it with your mom. I'll make sure to text her and be like, Nora has an activity to do with you tonight.
Yes, I really want to do it.
You can
And
highlight
I
your
think
part.
What?
You can highlight your part and then you can
Yeah. And then me, my dad, and May and me, we could like assign different parts.
And then you can practice.
And then we can perform it in front of Tess.
Yes, and Tess and Sam.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Alrighty.
I'm done.
Oh, can I see?
I'll take the phone.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, a pig and a kangaroo.
Yeah.
I love that. And that's you with them? I love them.
I'm a terrible drawer though, so.
Alrighty. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the lessons.
I
We'll
did.
do another one tomorrow.
Okay.
And I think there'll be a few of them that you'll like there too.
Okay.
Yeah. There'll be
What time?
tomorrow, I think we decided after school. After
Okay.
school. Okay. Alrighty, Nora. I had fun teaching you. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.